Hello, and welcome back to my channel. Today you're with Rakun, and today I'm gonna talk about Dead Rails. As a lot of people know, Dead Rails has been dying, but to be fair, they average about 40,000 players active every single day, which is still not dead, but a lot of people call it the dead. But to be fair, I just want to show you what this game is about, but I also want to talk about all of the updates, because I feel like the devs are trying to their best for the game, because they have near always 2 updates at one time, which is very good for a game like this. If they also plan a lot of updates ahead of themselves, but let me get you started. Of course, guys, first of all, like 99 Nights in the Forest, you have classes, but they can't, 99 Nights can't be speaking, as technically they can say that they copied this game, because first of all, they have the class like musician. He can play the banjo with slowly heal nearby players, but not yourself. The miner spawns with coal, has a headlamp that always provides light to an area, can easily mine ore. Doctor spawns with healing items, can revive teammates by sacrificing half of your own health, no bandages required. So you see, they have a lot of classes. Like President is funny one, Cowboy, Conductor, Priest, everything, Vampire, and it could be anything. But let me show you something else. The train shop. Of course, it's maybe one of the most useless, as nobody really cares what their train looks like. This is the most normal one. Well, not the normal one, but this is one of them. It just has a house at the back, which a normal one doesn't. Presidential train looks like this. It's actually one of the best ones, but nobody really buys them because nobody wants to. This is the default one. Everyone gets them, but to be fair, there's not really much to talk about, and if you spend money on this is one of the things that I wouldn't recommend doing. There we go, guys. Now we're in the game. As you see, we're in an American small like postage or something. I don't know what this is, but here you come to the trading post and you see a gold bar. You obviously have to collect it, and then you put it here and you get the money, $50. But this is where you have to go to this house there. It will show you an arrow, but I'm an expert, guys, you know. So, and you get $20 from the start. So now I have $70. The most common thing to buy is the coal, as you need it for the train. However, let me show you a quick thing before buying that coal. Make sure you collect this newspaper. Just trust me, I'll show you. This is like a fuel source, and before buying coal, this is kind of very nice. It doesn't give much fuel, but it is still fuel. You can buy blunderbuss, cannonballs, dynamite, box of sheet metal that contains 4 of them. Barbed wire is just like for protection from the zombies, as I'll read you what happened later. Coal again. So for example, I want to buy coal. I drag it. I put it here, and it'll say $20. As I have $70. If you're playing a solo, you have $20. Well, if you're playing a duo or trio and you don't get the cash, you'll still have $20, so you can buy a coal. But as I do, I have $70. So I just have to click on it. I'll add wait. There we go. And you store it. And then let me show you what happens after that. You see this train? This is where we are gonna go on our beautiful journey. As you see, we need to go to the back, and we'll need to climb these stairs. And just as I told you, look, this is what I brought. You store these newspapers, and see, this is where you put the fuel, and right now it's empty. Well, it's no. Okay, you fell. That's fine. We have time. Don't worry, as this is more of a tutorial. And then, second try. we put it in the fuel. You have not much, but it's still fuel. Then your coal, it's this. You put it in, and now you have a bit of fuel. As you see, this is 2 p.m., but the bad things start at the night. But for now, you can just do really nothing as just go on the train and start driving, because you don't want to drive at night. I recommend you. So if you're gonna waver, if you see anything like houses or anything, just make sure you go into them, because houses do have a lot of weapons. But right now we're entering the fire desert, and the fire desert is what I'm gonna talk about later, as this is the new update. And people still play this game a lot. And for example, there is a house. So what do? We stop the train and we go on to it. But if you see monsters, just try and avoid them. So there's our train. Nothing will happen to it. This is our shower we can fight with. There are the zombies. They died. Collect the junk for later on when you come back. Oh no! And you can fight off the monsters, but really nothing in this house except that. Oh, this as well. You can sell these, but and also you can collect the bodies. So I do, cause it's free for you. But right now, since it's gonna be night, the best thing to do is to run to your train. Simple as that. Nothing really hard in this game, but then you can put your resources out and mine this. And I'm keeping all of that, but I'm gonna put the corpses and the fuel into there for fuel. And now we have more fuel, but now it's 8 p.m. So I recommend, if you see a house, just stop and wait the night. Just trust me on this. But now we can start going again. But this is boring. It's a repetitive game. That's why some people say it's dying, because it's getting too repetitive, but the updates don't say the same. So let me speak to you about the new updates in Dead Rails. Let me read this out to you, the description and the new updates of Dead Rails. In 1899, a mysterious virus swept the American continent, dubbed the zombie plague. A cure was discovered in Mexico. Gather your friends and board your trains to fight through the zombie-infested desert. Description of the new spectating update. A huge quality of life update has arrived to Dead Rails. This patch introduced spectating. The brand new cemetery allows for reviving teammates, and a full visual upgrade of the lighting across every environment. Additionally, we added in hit markers, damage indicators, smarter allies, and a long list of bug fixes that makes the game feel way smoother. Now guys, that's just the first update right now going on. As it said, a huge quality of life update has arrived to Dead Rails. A new company, RC Aim Games, has bought the game, and this was known a few weeks ago, I think, because as we know, Jandel bought the game before, but now it's owned by the RCM Games, and now let's see if it will actually make it better. As Jandel wasn't really trying, there were updates, but now, as it says, a huge quality of life update has arrived to Dead Rails. So this is a very exciting, but that's just update 1 in this season. But let me read you the update 2. And here's the Tommy Gun bundle. If you don't know, Tommy Gun though, is like a bundle with other items, and it also comes in with other items, and it's basically like a gun. It's not like a new one, it's not old, it's just a bundle, quite popular. I know it, but it has been added to Dead Rails. If you want, we can have a look at it, I think, but there it is, a big gun. Looks fire, doesn't it? But the description is, get the newest starting weapon, the Tommy gun, in a bundle with other items. So yeah, it's like a bundle, as I said, I was correct. And it all happens in Dead Rails Beta. But this is what I want to talk about. Beta. What does beta mean? You might ask, well, Dead Rails has been there for ages now. How can it be better? Well, as I said, RCM Games, if you go onto them, it's a community, and it's actually not even their description is basically that this is all about a guy by the name of Rico Miller, who's actually the leader. But it's welcome to RCM Games, maker of the Night Shift Experience series. But if you see, yeah, this is all the games that they made. But you realize it says the Night Shift Experience, so they didn't even change the description yet for the thing, which is called the Dead Rails Beta. So this beta, why do I want to talk about it? Is just because how this word means it's a new era for the game. And I feel everyone who loves the game, this is great. But now, let me summarize this up. So basically, for Dead Rails, I'll be very excited as this is a new era of the game. And it's just great seeing the game back because you have the new life update event and you have the Christmas bundles as you see here, which has the Werewolf, Class 50 Bonds, Tommy Gun Game Pass, and many more. If the games keep on going like this, I don't know, but this might be a great revive. As we already know, Dead Rails at its peak can be very, very good. But before I end this video, may I just ask for a moment of attention where can you please subscribe to my channel and put a like under this video. Even if you have the power, comment down below for the next idea for me to film. But for now, see you later.